Most of you guys play games, don't you? Games aren't what they used to be 10 years ago. We have come a long way from games like Snake, Contra, etc. Have you ever wondered what it would be like in 10 years? Hello everyone, you are watching iTech. Before we get into the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, press the bell icon to stay updated with our videos. Today, we will be talking about the game industry in 2030, the future of gaming. In 2019, Netflix CEO Reed Hastings told shareholders that their stiffest competition was not HBO, Disney Plus, or Amazon. Its biggest threat was the video game Fortnite. In 2019, the gaming industry generated $120 billion in revenue, and experts predict it could reach $200 billion within 2 years. Big tech companies are trying to make the most of the situation. Apple, Google, and Amazon are all developing gaming products. Apple released a game subscription service, Apple Arcade. Google launched Stadia, which allows users to stream major game titles directly from the cloud. Amazon bought Twitch in 2014, which is the most popular platform to watch gamers play. They will have to contend with gaming mainstays like Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft for market share. Mobile gaming too raked in more than half of all gaming dollars spent last year. Virtual reality and augmented reality games are continuing to climb in revenue as well. The gaming industry has come a long way since the start of the era of gamers, and in the coming few years, it is projected to get better, perhaps earning more revenue than any other platform. Let's take a look at how this is going to happen. Number 1. Streaming games will be mainstream. In the next 10 years, streaming technology will become mainstream. As network infrastructure catches up, it'll be commonplace to buy a game and immediately start playing it via streaming. We'll still download games for some time to come though, and the best experience in 2030 will still be on a standalone console or PC. The biggest advancement in gaming technology is already here. That is cloud gaming. It allows you to not be tethered to the hardware you have at your house. You can take your gaming experience wherever you are in the world. It will really open the doors to everyone. Number 2. VR will be more popular. VR, or virtual reality, will be a more defining technology in the next 10 years in gaming. VR is the way forward. Games will be similar, but virtual reality will be a much more common component, even in non-VR games. There are no reasons right now, other than technical difficulties, for VR games not being included in many genres, like strategy games or platforms. By 2030, we can definitely expect game graphics to be on par with the best CG movies we see now. There are some amazing and unique VR games out there today. However, they require an initial hardware investment and are still very solitary experiences. These factors have created a barrier to entry for mainstream audiences. Number 3. Merging of the real with the virtual. We could see a big tech disruption in AR, VR, or deep learning. Someone might invent a wearable that people actually want to wear. There could be headsets or sci-fi contact lenses that are ubiquitous as mobile phones are now. And then there will be games for it. Mixed reality will definitely make its mark in the next decade. This will be the next major step, not only for games. We may move away from the mouse and keyboard as the primary input devices for PCs in 10 years, and the implications of this would be profound and far-reaching. It is also likely that graphics processing will continue to shift more and more to the server, which will continue to make gaming more mobile than ever. Hopefully, this will manifest in great wearables that enable better augmented reality gameplay experiences that we have only begun to scratch the surface on. Number 4. Mobile gaming and the cloud will have a huge influence. Our mobile phones evolved a lot in the past few years. By 2030, we can be sure that phones will be more powerful than a 2020 desktop PC. When you think about the future, it's impossible to ignore the fact that there are literally billions of gamers who will never have a PC or console and can only play on their mobile device. That's an amazing shift in how games might be made and how we think about the future gaming audience. The potential of cloud-based gaming is also huge. There are many companies that are trying to capture this part of the market. Number 5. The console wars may be over. In the next 10 years, the console wars will probably be over. The barriers between the platform walled gardens are already breaking down. Cloud gaming will be established as the mainstream. Technology will keep advancing, and in the next 10 years, we will have a battle of the cloud servers. By 2030, video games will become simple media that you can play on whatever media player you own. I think we're seeing this trend already, but it'll take a long time for the big companies to figure out what they're going to do about it. Number 6. Home hardware may disappear. With the rise of gigabit and faster internet connections, local PCs and consoles will go away in the long run. Hardware at home might get reduced to ultra-high-resolution portable screens and evolved input devices, where all content comes from servers with minimal latency. We might still be seeing gaming consoles in wide use for playing handheld and touchscreen experiences, or those that require specialized controllers. Still, large consoles may be more integrated with other home technology. Games will surpass inherent bias where certain titles are only available to specific audiences based on hardware ownership. Number 7. We'll have a more unified ecosystem for games. Hardware will be much more united. Mobiles, handhelds, consoles, and PCs will be very similar and interchangeable. The mobile phone may work as a console and a handheld. It already can now, but the process involved can be annoying. We have already moved on from physical media like CDs to digital distribution. By 2030, we won't have to worry about what gaming platform we're on. This will make way for a bigger, more unified potential audience for every game, and I'm sure it will be a very competitive environment. That will place the emphasis firmly on making sure developers are delivering the most compelling and innovative content. Number 8. AI advancements will change gaming forever. We could see a narrative game that takes advantage of conversational AI and being able to convincingly have long interactions with NPCs if deep learning continues to improve. This tech is just starting to make an appearance. At the stage where we are now, the story twists and destinations are preset. When things like AI behind the scenes are introduced, the story, the drama is going to unfold in real time based on the player's actions and everything that happens in the world. There might be developments and changes in the story that even the developers couldn't have predicted. Number 9. Games will evolve for the better and new genres will emerge. There might be hugely popular genres in the next 30 years that don't even exist at the moment. This has happened in the past decade, and it doesn't look like we've run out of ideas. Number 10. Games will merge with other forms of media. Maybe they won't be categorized as a games industry at that point. The borders between games and movies and subscription entertainment services, things like Netflix, may be very blurred by that point. At least they'll be seen as rivals as opposed to a different type of media. But there may be a merging together happening. We will be able to see games and all other forms of entertainment mix and cross-pollinate with each other, generating new and exciting ways for us to express ourselves in the near future. Borders between genres and markets will be blurred over time, which will generate completely new audiences with new expectations and feedback that will inspire developers to evolve current genres and come up with completely new ones. Number 11. Games will be more diverse as the will of the people that make them. The last decade has taught us that there is room for everyone to make a game that's meaningful to someone. Success has been redefined with a stronger connection between the game maker and game player. Often, the line is blurred, like in Minecraft or Roblox. In the end, we are all creative, and we can all make games. Games will be more thoughtfully diverse, and more companies, as well as game developers, will be there to provide us with new games and never-before-seen ideas. With new tech on the horizon, games will become even more accessible to bigger and more diverse audiences. Number 12. Game studios will focus on social responsibility. We can see companies saying that they are looking to change the world in a positive way and becoming more mission-based. The trend of mission-based companies will accelerate beyond philanthropic work, and I believe we will see considerable growth in gaming studios becoming aware of their power around social responsibility. The gaming industry could sit on par with other creative industries, such as TV and film, and games will be accepted as art. Games will continue to change people's lives. That's about it of the game industry in 2030. the future of gaming. Comment down below your thoughts about the future of gaming, and drop a like if you learned something new from this video. Make sure to subscribe and turn on bell notifications to see more such content from us. We'll see you soon.